Hello again, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the This Week at Bungie update. And per the usual, they actually give us a summary of what was last week's stuff, TLDR of about that and all that, and as well what's going forward. So into the main thing. So of course we got the Lightfall interactive trailer, which if you didn't know is essentially a plot summary trailer where occasionally there is tidbits of knowledge that you can learn. Like, for instance, it mentioned the witness, and then it would give us a blob, and then it would basically be a brief summary of who the witness is and what he means to do in terms of the game. But aside from that trailer as well, they make sure to expound upon the state of the game that Joe Blackburn had done, and a lot of the stuff they had mentioned there. There's a lot of stuff already mentioned before. Just gonna skip past that because I've already re-mentioned it like 3 times. But then there's also the weapon crafting TLDR that I talked about yesterday. How deep sight's changing, resonant elements getting reduced, enhanced raid adept weaponry, more, and then that. But then, at the same time, next season they talk about what we can craft in Season 20, mostly seasonal weapons, some stuff from Neomuna, raid weapons, as well as a handful of other weapons that don't have direct comparisons to Witch Queen sources. So, there we go. And then Season 21, going forward, the following will be craftable, and of course, seasonal weapons and things will be coming from a returning raid, whether or not that is Wrath of Machine or something else, to be found entirely in the future. But as well, if you were a fan of the original Steel Series Destiny 2 gear, they were launching a new set in, I almost say alongside Neomuna in the theme, because a lot of the stuff, it has a purplish neon look, a mouse pad, or a gamepad, let me say, headphones, and a mouse. They look super skeletonized, so if you have any interest in picking up some of that stuff, there is that. Also, anyone who purchases anything from this stuff gets a viral celebration emote and the luminescent precision emblem, designed specifically for the Steel Series collaboration, available at all of these places. Then as well, speaking of cinematics, there is the season ending cinematic, in case you didn't play it and see it yourself and just wanted to see it. There it is there. And then on that thing as well, they're giving us some wallpapers reminiscent of the old Destiny 1 launch screen. So if you wanted to do it either for your phones or for your desktops, there is that. But then we also get a look at what the ritual weapon is going to be, and it is a glaive based on the Queen's Wrath style, some, I almost said fallen, some of the awoken crystal for the blade, introducing Ecliptic Distaff, a void glaive, so there's some of those details. New perks, not getting details, but we know the perks are going to be replenishing Aegis and destabilizing rounds, all new stuff, so this is going to be excitable. Then we also get looks at the ornaments, which I'm not going to lie, it might just be because the blade actually changes color and seems to be glowing quite a bit with each of the ornaments, but man, do I actually want to go for all of the ornaments available at all corners. And aside from that, they do also mention a Lightfall boost, essentially once Lightfall launches. If, in case you're not up to date, let's say you took the entire last year off, you will have a character boost that will allow you to hit soft cap let me rephrase that. With one character, you will have a character boost that will appear when you hit soft cap with one character, but have not completed Lightfall. This boost provides the selected character with a high set of high-powered gear. The boost does not skip the campaign, but however, there is a campaign skip that available when you complete Lightfall. You can skip the Lightfall campaign for your selected character and unlock Strand, and this only includes a set of high-power level gear if your main character has hit the soft cap. So there's a few methods to skip a little bit. It is also worth noting that while the Lightfall campaign skip does unlock Strand, you won't receive the rewards, items, upgrade materials, etc. you would have earned through playing the campaign. Basically, you can skip, but sometimes you might not want to. And lastly, you might have guessed this, but the skipping campaign does not count as having completed legendary mode or any of the post-campaign missions. If you want those triumphs, you still need to play through the campaign missions. The Centurion in the room, obviously, does this mean I can skip previous campaigns? For now, not really, but looking forward to more feedback. Now, let's talk about downtimes of when stuff will happen. Well, basically, when Destiny 2 will be brought offline on the day of Lightfall launch, 9 a.m. Pacific, HUTC. On the 27th, basically everything will end. Players will be returned to the title screen, and preloading for Lightfall will become available. Now, so basically, if you want to just load up and get everything going, there's that. The Bungie rewards deadline during the 24-hour downtime leading up to Lightfall's launch, players will be unable to claim and purchase Bungie rewards from Season 19 and the Witch Queen that are expiring must be earned and claimed by the beginning of downtime at 9 a.m. Pacific. So, as well, PlayStation, there's some details about preloading for there, for weird stuff. Missing marketing emails. Players who are having issues receiving Destiny 2 marketing emails should work through troubleshooting steps provided by this link right here, that article. If these steps do not resolve said issue, players should submit a help request for, said issue. And some of the known issues going forward. We are continuing to investigate reports of weasel errors are coming from characters on login. Players who receive a lever penalty in the competitive Crucible playlist may be unable to launch the playlist once their lever penalty has expired. This can be resolved by swapping characters and playing another match in the competitive Crucible playlist. The visual effects from Symmetry Perks Evolution may continue to display for players once it is stowed. The push the objective Crucible bounties that can control and momentum control, and daily Crucible bounties for capturing zones of control are unable to be completed when Iron Banner is active. If I recall, that is most of the issues from last week as well. But generally, if you have any issues, consult the known players articles for a full list of them, and any reports of yourself can be reported to the help forum. Aside from that, that's pretty much everything. There's the usual awesome arts and movies of the week with a chunk or Crota, as well as some cute little RG, but that's pretty much it for the TWAB. Like I said, this is kind of getting a little bit annoying because the TWABs are super short to go through because they talk about everything in articles beforehand. Generally, when it comes to Lightfalls and seasons going forward, we learn these stuff in the TWAB. So, short TWABs, but longer or more other articles. So that's that. With that, my name is Matt Scorpion, and I'll see you in the next video.